We ask you to now please rise and remove your caps as we honor America.
The Reading Fightin'
Performing of our national anthem by the Falmouth Elementary School small group. Before they begin, they have asked that we join them in remembering a special member of their school family. 2 weeks ago, Falmouth Elementary School lost a dear friend and staff member, Mr. Eddie Buck. Mr. Buck was a champion for many FES students and also a lifelong Sea Dogs fan. We ask that you join us in recognizing a moment of silence in Mr. Buck's honor. Thank you. The Falmouth Elementary School small group is an audition chorus for fifth graders who just love to sing. These dedicated students meet every Tuesday morning before school to rehearse. Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Becky Hanberg, the Falmouth Elementary School small group. All right, fans, this game can't start until we hear two very important words. And right now,
well, let's play some ball here at Hadlock Field, ladies and gentlemen. Emily Messina on the air from Portland, Maine, bringing you today's matchup between your Reading Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. On the mound, it's a southpaw matchup today. Lefty Jay Groom versus lefty Eric Miller. The Fightin' Phils have dropped 3 straight here in Maine, so looking to take one on a beautiful Friday night up in the Northeast. It is clear. It is 60 degrees, no rain on the forecast for us here. I know it's bad in Reading and in other parts of the Northeast, but we are good here. Cloudy in the sky, wind about 6 miles an hour blowing out to center field, so we'll see how that impacts the game. And Jay Groom warming up on the mound. Eli Marrero back behind the plate for the Sea Dogs. Pedro Castellanos in left, Devlin Gramberg in center, and Brendan Howlett in right. Hudson Potts and Nick Sogard on the left side of the infield, and Cameron Cannon and Tyreek Reed back in the lineup on the right side. Leading things off, of course, will be Vito Freesia, followed by Ali Castillo and Jalen Ortiz. Logan O'Hoppe back in the lineup. Batting cleanup, Aldrim Corridor batting 5th, Josh Ackerby in the 6th hole, Jack Conley batting 7th, Jonathan Guzman number 8, and a new name to line up, a new name to Double-A and the Reading Fightin' Phils is Fraylin Minietti, who will be batting 9th, joining us from Clearwater. So nice to have Minietti in the lineup today. 2 players hit the injured list. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, Jay Groom throws his final warm-up pitches, looking out to center field. The lefty steps on the first base side of the rubber. Vito Freesia in the righty batter's box, and we are ready to play ball at Hadlock Field. Here's the first pitch inside, ball 1, 6:03 start time. Fightin's dropped both games of a doubleheader yesterday, 5-1, and game number 2, 3-1, where they were actually no hit, although they did score a run as Vito Friscia takes a strike. Jalen Ortiz was able to reach on fielder's choice and come home on an error, but Brian Bayo pitched 7-inning complete game no-hitter, which was the first time that has happened to the Fightin since 2015. When Ryan Merritt of Akron did it the last time, Reading was no hit in 9 innings, was on June 24th, 2021 versus Binghamton. As Friscia fouls it back, here's the 1-2 by Groom. Vito sends this foul, and we'll go again. The Sea Dogs, that was their 5th no-hitter in history. Last time they threw one was in 2019 against Binghamton. Friscia sends this up the middle. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Coming over is Gramberg, and the leadoff hitter gets the job done as he drops one in. And Reading will not be no hit tonight. As Friscia starts us off with a bang, here's Ollie Castillo. I know the Phillies were washed out tonight, the Blue Claws as well, so appreciate you tuning in here if you're trying to get some baseball action tonight. Bunt laid down by Castillo. The first baseman, Reed, flips it to a covering Groom, but Castillo hustles down the first base line, and he's safe for a bunt single. Cheering to the dugout. They are pumped up over there. Kevin Vicuña in the dugout celebrating his teammate. A bunt single for Castillo shifts Friscia to second, and Reading pushing here. 2 on and nobody out for the heavy hitter Jalen Ortiz. Looked real nice during BP today. Fightin switching it up today. Instead of the Road Grays, they're going to be Los Luchadores de Reading. Black jersey top has got the yellow cuff sleeves, and the Luchadores cap with that mask logo on the front that symbolizes the essential elements of the Hispanic and Latino communities of Reading and how it ties us together and their contributions to the game of baseball. Ortiz sends this foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. Also in the Road Gray pants tonight, the Sea Dogs sticking it out in their home whites. They've got the navy cap with the Sea Dog logo on the front. That's Friscia on second, Castillo on first. And Ortiz waits. Here's the 1-1. Wild swing and a miss. Groom goes off speed, drops it down to 76 for strike number 2. Looks back at Friscia on second. Now he's going to come home. Ortiz takes strike 3 on the fastball up in the zone. And there is out number 1 here. Still 2 runners on. Now Logan Ohapi will head up. Ohapi pretty good against the lefties, batting .421 coming into this game against left-handed pitchers. He had the day off yesterday. Feeling good. Stepping in the righty batter's box, he sends it sky high, just on the edge of the grass leading to the outfield. Sogard takes a couple steps back, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Aldrum Corridor. He's another one who hits real well against lefties. .444 versus lefties. Bayo, a top prospect in the Red Sox organization, or excuse me, Jay Groom. We saw Bayo yesterday. Groom, number 12 on the prospect list. If it sounds like I'm saying everybody is, it's because this Portland team is stacked. First pitch inside to Corridor. He's had 6 hits in 7 games since joining the Fightins. 2 home runs in the books already, one of them here on Tuesday night. Groom looks back at second. Now he's going to come home. Outside, 2-0. Freesia started us off with a base hit. Ali Castillo followed with a bunt single. With 2 outs, these runners going on contact. Leaning over, Groom gets the sign from Marrero. Now he stands tall. Here's the 2-0. That'll drop in for a strike. Groom a 3.60 ERA in 4 appearances, 3 of them starts. Castillo thinks about it, but he doesn't take a pitch below the knees in the count 3-1. 1 base open here for Groom. He's got 2 on and 2 out in the top of the first. Scoreless here at Hadlock Field. Reading looking to get on top first. We talked about this yesterday. They are nearly always playing from behind. In 17 of the 24 games, the opponent has scored first. That's 20%. 20% of all of their runs that they have allowed came in the first. So that's what I mean when I say they're usually playing from behind. 20% of the runs they allow are in the first inning. And so the opponent gets on the board first. Here's the 3-2. Castillo takes this out to center. It goes over the head of Sogard, and Reading is going to get on top first. An RBI single from Corridor that scores Vito Freesia from second, and it's 1-0 Fightins here. That is a way to change it up.
First baseman number 35, Josh Alcantara.
Here's Josh Ockamy now with 2 on and 2 out. Ock batting from the left side here. Ockamy pokes this the other way, and it's going to drop in front of Castellanos. Charging for home is Castillo. There's no throw in, and Reading leads 2-0, back-to-back RBI singles. And the Fightins are cruising.
Right field number 37, Jack
Corridor
Conley.
on second, Ockamy on first here for Jack Conley with 2 outs on the board. Groom taking his time now, almost running the pitch clock completely down, and he misses below the knees to Conley for ball 1. 2 outs on the board. Fightin' Phil's on top here. Still in the top of the first. Two balls and no strikes here to Jack Conley. He's certainly had quite a past few weeks. Yesterday, recording a triple for Reading's only run in game number 1 of the doubleheader. Lefty on righty matchup. Groom kicks and fires inside. It's a 3-0 count here to Conley, with Corridor on second and Ockamy on first. Most likely won't swing here. Let's take whatever Groom gives to him with a hitter's count. Here's the pitch. Conley thought it was ball 4. It grazes the inside corner, and it's 3-1. Ground ball, the shortstop. Sogard will take the easy out at second, and that'll do it. But Reading gets on the board first. They lead 2-0. They give Eric Miller some run support to start things off. We'll take a break as we come back for the bottom of the first. Don't go anywhere.
NTEC
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
And join the team. First down is brought to you by Plumbers 911. Your first call when you need a licensed insured professional for all your plumbing needs. Call Plumbers 911. Leading off the shortstop, number 7 hit, Sogard.
Eric Miller is going to have some run support here coming into the bottom of the first. Reading scored 2 runs on 4 hits, back-to-back RBI singles from Corridor and Akami give us an early lead here in Portland, Maine, and Eric Miller will come out, the lefty, to face Nick Sogard, followed by Cameron Cannon and Devlin Randberg. Sends a first pitch inside to Logan O'Hoppe, who's back behind the plate tonight. This is rocketed foul for strike 1. Another one's coming back, foul. Strike 2. In the outfield, it's Corridor, Ortiz, and Jack Conley in right. The infield, Castillo and Guzman to the left. Min Yeti making his debut over at second, and Akami at first. Miller bounces this one over the plate, and the count moves to 2-2. The crew chief, Matt Carleone, back behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. Joe Young Kim over at third, and Tom Fornarola shifting to first base. That's the umpire crew for tonight. The lefty kicks and fires the 2-2 above the letters, and now the count is full here. Miller has looked absolutely stellar in his last couple of innings. A line drive, Guzman jumps for it, but it gets over his glove into the outfield. And the Sea Dogs will start with the runner on. Miller, just a .90 ERA in 5 appearances. His last 2 have been starts. He's only been out for about 2 innings or so recently, kind of getting him back into the swing of things as a starter after spending most of the year on the injured list last season. Kind of working back to that endurance as the lefty sends a first pitch strike. Miller definitely keeping a close eye on Sogard at first. The typical leadoff hitter, David Hamilton, getting the day off for the Sea Dogs. Miller looks over, now he comes home. The 1-1 inside. Last outing, he was just out for 32 pitches. His high 44, so we'll have to see what manager Sean Williams does today. The 1-1 is taken up into foul territory, and Miller's got 2 strikes on him. Reading up early here, 2-0. Nice way to start off this beautiful Friday. Line drive right into the glove. Guzman's going to try to double him up at first. Good pick in the dirt by Akami. And there is one away. house here at Hadlock Field. I was told the pre-sale was a sellout. So that means over 7,000 people in the ballpark here. I believe their capacity is 7,300. And it shows, because certainly are there a lot of people here tonight, which we love. A couple people in Phillies gear out there. Miller's going to go over to first, just check on Sogard. He's had 2 stolen bases this season. High strikeout guy as Miller can reach pretty good velocity, 93 there with his fastball, blazing it by Gramberg for strike 1. Now he comes a little bit inside, 1-1 the count. He's going to go back over to first again. Diving in safely, and that is 2. 2 for Miller, so now he has to really pay attention. And as a lefty, it'll be a little bit different, but Sogard knows he can't throw over anymore without a major risk, and that's going to give him a better opportunity to try to take second. Of course, Logan O'Hoppe will be back behind the plate paying attention. And he's had a couple of caught stealings so far this season. 26% success rate throwing down. Here's the 2-1 outside. Good catch by O'Hoppe. Ortiz out in center, playing a little bit closer to right center here. Even with the righty batter, that's the read they've got on him. Alchemy holding the runner on at first. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and that will put 2 on the bases as Sogard heads down to second. Gramberg takes first. Just 1 out on the board here for Pedro Castellanos in the cleanup spot.
Pedro Castellanos.
Castellanos comes into this game with a 128 batting average. Does lead the team in RBIs with 11, though. And he'll take a first pitch strike. Miller's going to look back at second. Now will come home. Gets a foul ball out of Castellanos, down 0-2. Fun this day in history for you. On May 6, 1955, when Reading was still the Reading Indians. Just waiting for Miller to throw here, and he does as he gets Castellanos to go down swinging off-speed action, dropping it down to 84. There's strikeout number 1, and out number 2 here for Cole Cottom. So when they were still the Indians rallying for 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up against Williamsport, but the game ended up going 15 innings. And that's just insane, because I was thinking about the 12-inning game we had back in Reading, and that was 3 hours and 58 minutes. So 15 innings must be quite a marathon as this is sent out to center. Ortiz gets it on the first hop. And a run will score off the bat of Cole Cottom, cutting the Fightin's lead down to 1. And the inning continues here with 2 on and 2 out for Brendan Howlett. Gramberg on second, Cottom on first here. 1 run has scored, so it's 2-1. Fightin Phil's still on top. The lefty comes upstairs a little too high. 1-0. 19 pitches here for Miller as he tries to get out of the first. Didn't use many bullpen pitchers yesterday, just one for each game of the doubleheader, which was pretty good for the Fightins. Just Ross and Zarbniski. So they'll have some wiggle room today, and that's always a good thing. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Miller trying to keep the Fightin' Phils out in front. Kicks and fires a high pop-up that should be playable. Just depends on who gets it. The entire infield comes in. It's Ali Castillo who makes the catch in front of the mound and retires the Portland Sea Dogs. They get 1 run on 2 hits. Miller strands a runner. So Reading keeps their 2-1 lead and they're back up to bat in just a second. We'll take a quick break as we head into the top of the 2nd inning.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at Burst Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Reading leads 2-1 as we head into the 2nd inning. Already some action early on in this game, as Jay Groom back on the mound for the Portland Sea Dogs. And it'll be Jonathan Guzman who leads us off, followed by Fraylin Mignetti. And back to the top of the order with Vito Fresia, the lefty. Deals and hits the outside corner here to Jonathan Guzman for strike 1. Chase is down and away, and he's down in the count 0-2. The corner infielders that were playing in with 2 strikes will back up a little bit. Certainly Guzman, a player that can put up some good small ball action. Fouls back the next offering, and he'll stay alive. We already saw Ali Castillo bunt for a base hit. Reading actually 2nd in all of minor league baseball in sac bunts. So certainly something to keep an eye out here. And Guzman sends this right back where it came from, down in the count. He'll get a base hit to start off this inning for the Fightin' Phils. And here is Fraylin Mignetti making his debut in Double-A, and here for the Fightin' Phils. 22-year-old called up from Clearwater. 8 hits on the young season in Low A. But on the older end, 22, looks to throw down a bunt. And the catcher Marrero punts it down to first base. Diving back safely is Guzman on the pickoff attempt. And he's all right. The pitch goes in, a ball. Mignetti from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, did play at JUCO here in the States, Wabash College. So does have good experience here as he takes a ball above the letters. Gets the signs from manager Sean Williams down the third baseline. Groom gives a look to Guzman, comes home below the knees. He checked his swing, but he doesn't go around ball 3. That's the good thing about how personable coaches like Williams, like Tyler Henson are, is that when they're out at spring training, they've met all these kids. They've met these young kids in low A. As Mignetti works a walk in his first double-A at bat. He'll head down to first. And what patience at the plate here as Guzman shifts to second, and we go back to the top of the order with Vito Fresia. Now the catcher is going to come out, and the pitching coach, Lance Carter, as well to the entire infield's going to come in. And just to go back to talking about, you know, when I was able to go down to spring training for a day and got to see Sean, Tyler, everyone down there, and just how they interact with all of these players. They really take the time to meet them as people and to get to know them. And I know Sean tries to carry that throughout the season. And it really makes such a difference that when you're called up here, when you come up here, you feel comfortable and you know who you're playing for. And these guys are definitely playing hard for Sean. So the meeting at the mound breaks up. Groom steps back on the rubber here with Guzman at second and Mignetti at first. Each of those two have stolen one base on this season. Reading has 2 on and no out for Vito Fresia. They already lead by 1 run. Certainly not enough. So interesting. Yesterday they got no hit. We're here in the second. They already have 5 hits. That's why baseball is such a long season, still 115 games to go. As Fresia takes a ball inside and then a strike. 90 miles an hour fastball for Groom. He leans over, his left arm dangling with the ball in. Then he comes set at the waist while he gets his grip. He'll look back at Guzman, take a big step home, and send this ball below the knees of Vito Fresia, who's 6'3", up at the plate. Infield, outfield playing straight up to Vito, who already had a hit and a run scored today. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball left side. They're going to try to turn 2 here. They do, but Guzman made it to third. 6-4-3 in your scorebooks if you're following along with me. But they do have a runner 90 feet from home plate in the form of Jonathan Guzman. And here is Zali Castillo. He had a bunt single to start off this game. He draws that arrow in the dirt before stepping up into the righty batter's box. What a beautiful night here in Portland, Maine. 60 degrees. Cloudy, but certainly not overcast. As the sun begins to set, the entire field in the shadows. Groom comes home. The first offering to Castillo inside. Guzman certainly ready on third should anything get by catcher Eli Marrero, though we've seen Marrero this series, and he has certainly been very good. Up the middle, Castillo goes back to the pitcher, who makes the play himself, and that'll do it. Reading Strands a runner on here. They keep their 2-1 lead as Eric Miller comes back out for the bottom of the second. We'll be right back here at Hadlock Field.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
All right. And I'm thinking that the green team is going to be our winner. Thanks so much, the Funtown Splash Out.
This second inning is brought to you by Spring Meadows Golf Course, conveniently located just 1 mile off exit 63 in Gray. Leading off for the Cedars, the Highland Farm 7 hitter, Tyreek Reed. That foul ball is off to the Conserve Wetlands, presented by Ducks Unlimited. Third baseman number 11, Hudson Potts.
Outfield position. So along with Mignetti is Chris Sharp, that the Phillies added to the roster today. Sharp was a former Pirates prospect, was playing in AAA to start the season, released, and Philadelphia signed him, picked him up today. And he's actually from Burlington, Massachusetts, only about an hour-and-a-half drive. He drove up himself today as Potts goes down swinging here. And that is out number 1 of the second inning for catcher Eli Marrero. Tyreek Reed still out on first after singling to start off the inning. Every inning so far on either side has been started off with a base hit. Marrero sends this one sky high into shallow center. Ortiz coming on. He'll make the catch for out number 2. So we added 2 players. We had to take off 2 players. Madison Stokes and Wendell Rijo being placed on the 7-day injured list, retroactive to May 5th. Hopefully they will be off of that soon, but Reading needed some players today, so put them on the injured list and got Mignetti and Sharp to our roster. First pitch ball here to Nick Sogard as Miller sees the top of the order once more. The Fightin Phils lead 2 runs on 5 hits to Portland's 1 run on 3 hits. There's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. The Phillies rained out tonight against the Mets. Lehigh Valley just starting their contest against the AAA Mets, the Syracuse Mets. High A Jersey Shore rained out as well. Couple of Eastern League games too. Here's the 2-1. Foul ball, it's going to hit the roof. And the count moves to 2-2. 2 outs, top of the second. Tyreek Reed still over on first. Miller looking to get the job done and keep his team out in front, reaching 34 pitches here. Somebody is warming up in the bullpen for Reading. I don't think they'll let him go much higher than 40, but it doesn't matter. A called strike 3 here to Nick Sogard, and Miller gets out of the inning, stranding a runner on. So to the top of the third we go. Reading a chance to put on some more runs in just a moment, leading 2-1.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Leading off for Reading is center fielder number 13, Jillian Ortiz.
Jay Groom back on the mound here for the Sea Dogs. Reading leads Portland 2-1, top of the third inning. Jalen Ortiz will lead us off, followed by Logan O'Hoppe and Aldrum Corridor. Reading in the heart of their order as Ortiz sends the first pitch into left center field. An easy catch made by Gramberg for out number 1.
The catcher number 6, Logan O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe had a quick pop fly to the shortstop his first time up. Looking to start something off for the Fightin' Phils. Try to get a little bit more run support, although I do think Eric Miller will turn it over to the bullpen here. Not indicative of his performance, just after being out the entirety of last year, easing him back in with some work. Seeing if he falls more in the starter role or the reliever role. And seeing how that plays out throughout the course of a very long season. 2 balls, no strikes here to Logan O'Hoppe. Takes the pitch down and away, 3-0. Infield backs up here to O'Hoppe, who I imagine will take on a 3-0 count. The lefty kicks and fires way inside, but it is a called strike. O'Hoppe checks with the home plate umpire, Coleon, and accepts the call. Steps back into the righty batter's box, really crowding the plate here. Ground ball up the middle over the head of Groom. The shortstop ranges over and makes the play. There's out number 2.
Left fielder number 39.
Aldrum Corridor had an RBI single back in the first. He'll come up once again. Corridor steps in that lefty batter's box. Haven't had much opportunity to get to know him, but whenever I walk by, always smiling and laughing. Seems like he's having a real good time out there, and honestly love to see that. Takes a first pitch inside, ball 1. There's a pitch that grazes the bottom part of the strike zone, 91-mile-an-hour fastball out of Groom. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Seems like I got Nate and Berto over on Facebook. Thanks for listening to the Fightin' Phils versus Portland. Tips it off, the end of the bat is Corridor. Potts makes the play over to first in a 1-2-3 frame, the first we've seen today on either side for Jay Groom. As we go into the bottom of the third, Reading leads by 1. We'll see who comes out of the bullpen for the Fightins in just a moment.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's Uncle Sonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightins birthday. The Fightins fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightins home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightins fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
And the third inning is sponsored by Bath Savings. Bath Savings, your neighbor, your bank.
Into the bottom of the third here. At Hadlock Field, Reading leads the Portland Sea Dogs 2-1. Eric Miller hands the ball over to Tyler Carr here for the bottom of the third. Miller, 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. The change in pitcher not indicative of his performance, just part of the routine for Miller getting back into the starting position as Carr sends the first pitch to Cameron Cannon below the knees for a ball. It's Cannon, Gramberg, and Castellanos, the heart of the Sea Dogs order. Reading went down 1-2-3 in the top half. We'll see if Carr can do the same. So he sends 2 balls into Cannon. Carr's had 4 appearances here with the Fightin' Phils. 3 of them have been scoreless. Last outing, 2 innings of work, 3 hits, no runs on the board as he gets back-to-back strikes here to Cannon and evens the count at 2 apiece. Thad, over on our YouTube channel, good to have you joining us here. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Ground ball left side is foul. Cannon will keep his 2-2 count. Infield, outfield backing up here. Wind's picking up a little bit as the sun begins to set out to right center field. Certainly a tough park to hit in with that main monster down the left field line ranging into left center. That is actually, I believe, taller than the green monster at Fenway Park. 5 feet. Oh, 5 feet longer, excuse me, as this is ripped foul. And after a ball, the count is full. So it's 300 feet 315 feet, down the left field line. The height of the wall, the same as the Green Monster, 37 feet. As Cannon takes ball 4, he'll jog down to first, and the Sea Dogs have a runner on with nobody out here for Devlin Granberg. Reading scored 2 in the first. Back-to-back RBI singles from Corridor and Occamy put them on top. The Sea Dogs came back in the bottom half and plated 1 off the bat of Cole Cottom, and that's where we've been for the last 2 innings. Reading holding on to their lead. Devlin Granberg takes a first pitch ball. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Reading looking to change it up, wearing the Los Luchadores uniform after 3 consecutive losses in the road grays. I always liked a good change of tune. Don't think there's a problem there as Granberg fouls it back. Down 1-2. In the Luchadores jerseys, Reading is 1-1 on the season. And that one win was actually last Friday in New Hampshire. So trying to ride off of that if they can. Granberg checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. A runner on and nobody out, bottom of the third. Carr sets up glove of the chest. Another foul ball down the third base line from Granberg. He'll stay alive. Carr taking time to step back on the first base side of the rubber with a runner on. He will have 18 seconds on the pitch clock. Instead, he's going to go over to first. Occamy puts the tag on, but it's not in time. And that is 1 step off for Carr. Cannon does have 1 stolen base on the season. And he hits Granberg. And that'll send him down to first. Back-to-back free passes by Tyler Carr. No damage done yet. Here's Castellanos with 2 on and nobody out. Ohapi comes out, so he steps in front of the mound. In front of the plate a couple steps. The entire infield watches as he gives signs to his team. And squats back behind the dish here for Castellanos, who steps in the righty batter's box. Carr comes set at the waist, and I guess they weren't sure about the sign, so Hop is going to go down there and talk to his pitcher, try to get on the same page here. Quick visit. He's already back. Jogging back. Reading's first mound visit of the game. Cannon takes a lead on second. Granberg on first here. Nobody out. Bottom 3. Carr comes home to Castellanos at the knees. A first pitch strike. Carr just a 1.50 ERA on the season. That is pretty good. Typically, first out of the gate can go 2 or so frames as he gets a ball to Castellanos, the count 1-1. He's going to look back at Cannon on second now, will come home in for a strike. Bryson Stott playing well out for the Iron Pigs, batting .333 in AAA and playing every day over in the shortstop position. So that is nice for the Iron Pigs to have that at bat to start it off. Ground ball left side. It's foul. We'll go again with a 1-2 count. 2 on, nobody out here. Carr looking for out number 1 as he comes home with the 1-2. Fly ball down the right field line. It's in foul territory. Akami a couple steps away from getting to it. He gave it some good hustle though. And we'll go again. Two more games after this one left here in Portland, Maine, the end of a 2-week road trip. Back-to-back 1 o'clock starts on Saturday, Sunday, like these matinee contests at Hadlock Field. Ground ball left side, it gets in the hole. This will tie things up as Cannon scores. And Reading 2, Portland 2. Here in the bottom of the third. Good crowd here making quite a bit of noise at the ballpark. And now we're going to see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. So the infield's going to come in. Granberg shifted to second. Good running there by Cameron Cannon to score from second, and there's still 2 on and nobody out. Middle infielders Guzman and Mignani back at second base. Rest of the infield in on the mound. The home plate umpire Carleone coming out say, let's wrap this thing up. As Hockenberry heads back into the dugout. Carr still looking for his first out here with 2 runners on and a tie ball game. So then after this series, next Tuesday through Sunday, we'll be back at First Energy Stadium for a 6-game set against the Bowie Bay Sox. That's the Orioles affiliate, as Cottom is smoked in the elbow. Luckily has that Evo Shield guard on. You could hear it bounce off the plastic instead of his arm, which is always a very good thing. That's why they wear those. And the hit by pitch will load the bases here. Granberg on third, Castellanos on second, and Cottom on first here with nobody out for Brendan Howlett. Still a tie ball game. Reading 5 hits, Portland 4 early on in this 9-inning contest. Hope my crowd mic isn't too loud for you guys. Very good crowd here in Portland. Carr gets a first pitch strike and a second one in the dirt. Good block by Hop. Keep it in front of him. The Sixers also play tonight. Looks like Joel Embiid will be back in clear concussion protocols. A couple of pictures of him out on the court with a big face mask on. Really tough battle by Embiid to stick it out, try to get back in this game as the Heat lead 2-0 in the conference semifinals. That game will start in just about 5 minutes. Bases loaded, nobody out. Big swinging strike from Howlett makes the count 1-2. Howlett playing in just game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday, 1 for 3 with an RBI triple. Carr, ground ball left side, it's in the hole. 1 run will score. Corridor shoots it in quickly. And an RBI single from Howlett makes this ball game Portland 3, Reading 2. Just when Reading feeling good, the Sea Dogs come right back out, and now we'll see a visit from manager Sean Williams. Somebody is warming up in the bullpen. I don't know if they've given him enough time yet. If he'll take the ball away, they will. You can see him coming out of the bullpen. So we'll take a quick break, give the relievers some time to warm up. Stuck in the bottom of the third, Portland leading 3-2.
With bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Intersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch a game with a unique vantage point.
Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
So Mike Adams will try to get us out of this inning here as he comes in with the bases loaded and nobody outs. The Sea Dogs have put on 2 runs so far, making Portland take the lead 3-2. Adams sees a first pitch strike here to Tyreek Reed. He'll see the 7, 8, 9 hitters Reed, Potts, and Marrero. This is rocketed foul, and he's down 0-2. It's Castellanos on third. Caught him on second, and Howlett for third. Tyler Carr was struggling to find the strike zone as Reed pops this one foul as well. It started off with a walk to Cannon. Granberg was hit by a pitch. Castellanos singled and scored a run. Cottom was hit by a pitch. And then Howlett had an RBI single as well. And so that's how we started off the third. Just looking to get one out here, I think would make us all take a deep breath as Adams kicks and fires down and away. Ball 1. I know he's really working on his velocity. That's something that he's tried to focus on here. It's a high leverage reliever. His last outing, honestly, one of the best of the season for him. 2 innings of work, just 1 hit, struck out 3. That was against New Hampshire as he misses below the strike zone. 2-2, no place to put him. Fightin started us off with 2 runs, back-to-back RBI singles from Corridor and Akami. Portland cut the lead in half. They scored 1 in the bottom of the first, and now adding 2 on here in the bottom of the third. There's a ball that Reed does not chase, and the count is full. Reed 1 for 1 today. So a full count. Full count. Ground ball, right side. Akami's going to get the play at the plate. Heads up by Josh Akami to come home to Ohapi, and they get it out, and they don't let another run in. Huge to go with the force out at home. And here is Hudson Potts, now still with the bases loaded. But this time a ground ball could honestly get them out of the inning. Caught him on third, Howlett on second, Reed on first. There's the first pitch strike to Hudson Potts. He's 0 for 1. Had a good day the other day. Portland's only home run in this series. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Again, Carr's going to come home. They're going to turn 2 at first, and they do. Mike Adams, impressive there with the bases loaded, gets out of the inning without giving up a run. He forgets to show the umpire his clean hand, so he turns around to do that. The Sea Dogs lead 3-2 here, but Reading will be back up in the top of the 4th looking for some offense.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Mike Adams absolutely unleashes on the mound. He comes in with the bases loaded and nobody out, and he gets 3 consecutive outs to not allow a run in. So Reading will be back up to bat down 3-2 to Portland here in the top of the 4th. Jay Groom for another inning of work. Josh Akami rips one foul down the first baseline for strike 1. Groom up to 46 pitches here. Lefty-lefty matchup with Akami, who already has an RBI single. Holds off on a pitch inside. I think that last half inning shows how much Reading has grown as a team. You know, a couple weeks ago, leading off a frame with allowing the first 6 base runners to reach would certainly be very limiting. That would probably ruin the game for them. Here, they're down just by 1 as Akami flies out to center field for the first out. So here's Jack Conley now with 1 out on the board. Trying to just get a base runner here. Everybody that comes to the plate represents the tying run. Reading just down by 1, Each team has 5 hits apiece. Conley holds off on a ball outside, 1-1 the count. Conley's going to drop this in left field. Bounces in front of Castellanos. And he's got himself a base hit here. Here's Jonathan Guzman with 1 on and 1 out. Ground ball, left side, it's fair. Conley hustling to third. As this goes to the corner, Castellanos fires it in quickly. And Guzman with a double here, 2-hit day for the young shortstop. Puts 2 on in scoring position with just 1 out here for Frelin Minetti. Minetti able to walk in his first at bat. In Double-A here, we'll see what he can do. At least maybe jut something into the outfield and allow Jack Conley, who's on third, to cross the plate. He represents the tying run. The go-ahead run on second with Guzman. Just 1 out here in the top of the 4th as Minetti takes a ball and a strike. That's Minyetty. Middle infielders back deep, corner infielders playing close. There's a called strike, 1 and 2. Glove at the waist for Groom. He's got 2 on and just 1 out. Here's the pitch to Minetti, who chases for strike 3. The tag is put on him by Marrero. And there is out number 2 as we go back to the top of the order for Vito Friscia. Marrero's going to have to be very, very sharp back behind the plate. Obviously, should anything get by him, Jack Conley's awaiting at third. First pitch to Friscia, a ball he's 1 for 2 today. Takes a pitch inside for a called strike. Starting to get a little darker here at the ballpark. Lights are on at Hadlock Field. Certainly a little bit of sun left in the sky as we near summertime. It'll stay darker till about, till about 8 o'clock as Friscia takes this one called strike on the inside. 91 mile an hour off the hand of Jay Groom as he reaches 60 pitches. Conley still out on third, Guzman on second. Redding just looking to make something happen. 1-2 count to the DH. Here's Groom. In the dirt. Good block by Marrero. And it moves to 2-2. Friscia stays alive, fouls it back to the Fightin's dugout. Certainly has the power here to do some damage. Redding just wants to keep the line moving as long as possible. Great crowd here at Hadlock Field. So nice to have people returning to the ballpark. Can't wait to return to First Energy Stadium. Groom at the waist. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the 2-2 inside, and the count is full. First base is open for Groom and the Sea Dogs. Waiting on deck is Ali Castillo. Two outs, 2 runners on. The payoff pitch, ball 4 outside, and Redding will load the bases. Friscia 5th in the Eastern League in walks coming into this game. Also up very high in on-base percentage, 7th in the league with a .420 OBP. As Ali Castillo comes up with a big opportunity here for the Fightins. He's got the bases loaded. Conley, Guzman, and Freesia left to right across the infield. 2 outs on the board, Reading down by 1. The first pitch to Castillo inside bumps him back. 1-0. After Castillo, it'll be Jalen Ortiz and then Logan O'Hoppe. Reading is known to do some damage with 2 outs on the board. And now Groom and Marrero. I've never seen the pitcher walk towards home. Usually the catcher comes out, but Marrero, I guess, didn't notice that Groom needed to say something very quick as he heads back out. Now he'll head back on the mound. The lefty leans over, gets the sign. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. No place to put Castillo. Reading down 3-2, top 4 at Hadlock Field as Castillo takes a called strike outside. Groom still reaching 91. They're going to have him get out of this jam. Here's the 2-1 inside to Castillo. 3 balls, 1 strike. The base is loaded here for the Fightins. Manager Sean Williams ready to wave his team around that tying run in Jack Conley, 90 feet from home plate. Guzman on second and Freesia on first. 2 outs. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Inside, and Castillo will walk in a run. Reading ties it up at 3 as Jack Conley comes home. And we've got ourselves a ball game here, folks. Back-to-back walks issued by Groom will prompt a visit from the pitching coach. Here's Jalen Ortiz. Now, we haven't seen a grand slam this season. Ortiz has a team-high 5 home runs and certainly very capable of doing some damage, but just looking to keep the line moving here. Reading a big opportunity with the bases loaded and 2 outs on the board. Guzman on third, Freesia on second, Castillo on first. Reading's already scored a run to make it 3-3. And the meeting at the mound will break up. Here's Jalen Ortiz with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th, tie ball game. A little chin music by Groom to Ortiz. He bumps back. Ball 1. Reading cannot leave this many on the bases here today. 1-0 grabs the inside corner for a strike. Grimm still hanging out at 91. Good block in the dirt by Marrero. 2 balls, 1 strike. Reading's got a speedster and Guzman out on third. But Marrero has been very, very solid back behind the plate. Even when he sees a wild pitch or two. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss for Ortiz. He was going for the fences. bases loaded here, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. We are tied at 3 apiece. And Groom takes too long. He'll take an automatic ball on the pitch clock, and the count is full. And I don't know if that's going to make Groom so angry here that he heads in for a strike, or it's going to throw him off his game. But Ortiz with a 3-2 count here, 2 outs, the payoff pitch inside, ball 4. And now Groom is going to be upset. And Reading will walk in another run here and take a 4-3 lead. We've seen the automatic ball before. I don't know if I've seen it where it causes a run. And now Chad Epperson's going to point to the bullpen here. I think Groom is going to be done. And we're going to take a break as we see a visit from the bullpen. But Reading, the bases juice, 2 outs. And they lead 4-3. We'll be right back with a pitching change.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
A pitching change here for the top of the 4th. Reading still has the bases loaded with 2 outs for Logan O'Hoppe as Jay Groom replaced by Dylan Spanky. He'll work with Friescha on third, Castillo on second, and Ortiz on first as Logan O'Hoppe takes a called strike at the knees. He's 0 for 2 here. Reading leads 4-3 thanks to back-to-back walks from Castillo and Ortiz with the bases loaded. They've already scored 2 in the top of the 4th here to put them on top. And Ortiz goes right up the middle. Sogard makes the force out at second, and that'll do it here. But Reading ties it up and then gets a go-ahead run. They lead 4-3 as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Mike Adams should be out for another inning of work in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally, so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Restaurants in Maine, Carroll, and Coas counties in New Hampshire. Fourth inning is sponsored by Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Mike Adams out for another inning of work after getting the job done in the bottom of the third inning. Got back-to-back ground balls, the second one a double play. And so Reading already allowed 2 runs in the bottom of the third, stopped it there. The Fightins were able to put 2 on in the top of the fourth. Back-to-back walks by Ortiz, and Castillo makes it 4-3. Fightin, so they'll try to hold on to that for as long as they can, as Eli Marrero, Nick Sogard, and Cameron Cannon started off here against Adams. First pitch, a ball outside. Middle infield, back deep, corner infielders playing in for ball 2. Adams working quickly. Gets a fly ball foul into the bleacher seating down the left field line. Seating bowl and bleacher seating up at the top part of the level, all the way around from left field to about first base. Then there's a big group picnic area down the right field line. Adam comes inside in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Out and right, another group pavilion area. Nobody's sitting in there. As well as the Sea Dogs bullpen up on the second level. Ground ball, backhanded by Mignetti. Can he make the play to first? Not in time. I think that'll go in as a hit. Mignetti did about as much as he could over at second. Good dive there to stop it from getting into the outfield. And the tying run on first here. Go ahead run at the plate, and Nick Sogard. Such a close back and forth game here between both of these teams. Reading down 0-3 in the series, looking for their first victory here in Portland. And the Sea Dogs not letting them have it easy. So a runner on as we go back to the top of the order with Sogard. Sees a first pitch strike on the outside corner. Pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Check in, the Iron Pigs lead 1-0 over the Syracuse Mets. Nick Maton, an RBI double to score Dalton Guthrie, who just came back off the injured list. Glad to have him back in Lehigh Valley's lineup. Phillies and Blue Claws rained out tonight. And of course, Adams is going to go over to first. Diving back is Marrero. He's safe. 2-1 count to Sogard. Adams sets up, glove at the chest. Here's the pitch, a chopper down the first baseline, foul, and that's strike 2. Sixers starting against the Miami Heat. They're up 10-8, still early in the first quarter. And Joel Embiid getting some playing time tonight, back in action. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sent sky high by Sogard. Corridor takes maybe 1 step back and makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Cameron Cannon. Adams gets a first pitch foul ball. Gets a lot of not great contact. Induces quite a bit of foul balls, quite a bit of choppers, split bats, splintered bats. The 0-1 is fouled into Ohapi down in the dirt, and he is struggling to get up here. Sean Williams is going to come out, as well as the trainer, Andrew Dodson. I'm not sure if the ball got him or the bat got him. It looks like he's holding, you know what, I can't tell, and I'm not going to speculate. Let's recap what happened here while we give Ohapi some time. So Reading started off with a lead. In the first inning, back-to-back RBIs by Corridor and Akami made it 2-0. The Sea Dogs put a run back on in the bottom of the first. Cole Cottom with an RBI single. It stayed that way until the third, when the Sea Dogs put 2 more on. Tyler Carr struggled to find the strike zone, but Mike Adams came in after just 2 runs were allowed and got out with the bases loaded. Ohapi stepping up here, trying to walk it off. I think he's okay. Crowd is clapping. Nobody wants to see anybody injured on either side. I think that was his thigh maybe, but I'm really not sure. Then in the top of the fourth, Reading, back-to-back walks issued, scored 2 runs, and that's how we sit 4-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. The Sea Dogs have a runner on and 1 out. Here's the 0-2 to Cameron Cannon. Line drive, 2 hops into the glove of Mignetti, and another double play for Mike Adams. Mignetti looks great out at second base. He'll get the job done. Adams gets out of the inning clean, and on to the top of the fifth we go with a 1-run lead here at Hadlock Field.
Let's hear for Leah. Let's hear for Tenley. IBEW 567 is looking for anyone interested or currently working in the electrical construction trades. Great pay with great health and pension guarantee. Visit IBEW567.com.
Aldrum Corridor to lead us off here in the top of the 5th inning. Adams used a big double play to get out of the bottom of the 4th for the 2nd time in a row. And so he faces the minimum here in the top of the 5th. It'll be Corridor, Akami, and Conley as your Fightin' Phils lead 4-3 over the Portland Sea Dogs. First pitch ball here into Corridor. 1 for 2 on the evening. And there's ball number 2. Infield, outfield, back deep. Takes a pitch at the knees for a strike. Still Dylan Spakey here after coming in for relief for Groom, a 21st round draft pick back in 2019, first year in AA. Sees the inside part of the plate, 3-1. Chopper off the plate that smacks corridor. He seems okay. And the count is now full. Righty on lefty matchup. Spakey kicks and fires outside, ball 4, and Reading's going to start off the 5th with a base runner.
First baseman number 35, Josh Ackerman.
Spakey recorded a career-high 7 strikeouts in his outing against Binghamton. He went 3 2/3, so certainly has quite a lot of depth for a reliever and endurance. Typically 2 or 3 innings. As he's got a runner on first, sends a first pitch strike to Josh Ackerman. Spent a collegiate career at Long Beach State University, all in relief. As Ackerman pops this one up, it's coming near the Fightin's dugout. It's going to come just in front of it in the field of play, but nobody's able to get to it. So it just goes in as strike 2 to Josh. So we'll reset here with Corridor on first. Nobody outs, top of the 5th. Reading leading 4-3, certainly looking for some wiggle room here. Spakey deals the 0-2 up top, 1-2. Ackerman, an RBI single in the first, flew out to center his second time up. Ground ball right side, a diving cannon, can't get to it. Another base knock for Ackerman today. As Corridor shifts to second, 2 on and nobody out here for Jack Conley. Conley had a single and a run scored in the first. One ball, no strikes here to Jack Conley. Goes for the bunt, it rolls foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to lay it down here again. Sacrifice himself to shift the runners over, and occasionally he beats it out to first. Two on, nobody out here for the Fightin' Phils. Spakey, another bunt from Conley, but he pops it up and into the glove of the catcher it goes. So there is out number 1. Usually Jack's pretty good at laying down the bunt there. Couldn't get the down part this time. First pitch inside to Guzman. He's had a 2-hit day, single double. How about a triple here? Let's do it. Corridor is still at second, Akami on first. There's one out now on the board. Spakey certainly taking his time here to deal the pitch. Kind of has a sidearm action here. His slot is not quite above head. Maybe 45-degree angle outside. Guzman fouls this back, and a fan makes a great catch. Right in front of the press box here. There's a strike to Jonathan Guzman. Three balls, one strike here. One out on the board inside. And the bases are loaded for the Fightin' Phils for the second time in this ball game. Guzman heading down to first, Akami to second, and Corridor over to third.
Number 4.
Here is Fraylin Mignetti. Swing and a miss, strike one. No balls, two strikes. Mignetti has walked once and struck out once as he fouls back a pitch he sees. I think Corridor on third might have thought he didn't contact, but he did, and so he'll get to go again. No balls, two strikes. Bases loaded for the Fightin' Phils. Hoping to get something out of this. They're up 4-3. Mignetti takes a ball inside. 1-2 the count. The newly minted AA player. Swing and a miss, strike three. And there is out number 2 for the Fightin' Phils as they go back to the top of the order. Here for Vito Freesia. Freesia steps in with the bases juiced here. He's been on twice today, a single and a walk. A walk would work. We've seen it before already, 2 walks in this game, scoring 2 runs. Takes a first pitch strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Reading certainly does not want to leave 3 men on base. Freesia holds off, down and away. The sun beginning to set. Nice sky here beyond Hadlock Field. A little bit cloudy, making a little bit cotton candy down the right field line. Can't wait for those sunsets back in Reading. And Freesia holds off on another pitch, down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reading 4 runs on 8 hits. Sea Dogs 3 runs on 6 hits. top of the 5th here. Bases loaded, the 2-2 inside, and Frisha has worked his way back from an 0-2 count. Now it's full. It's Corridor on third, Akami on second, and Guzman on first. Here's the payoff pitch, ball 4, and for the 3rd time today, Reading will walk in a run as Frisha jogs down to first, and that will score Corridor. So Akami shifts to third, and Guzman to second here. Still 2 outs on the board with the bases still loaded for Ali Castillo. Last time he was up like this, he did walk in a run himself. First pitch outside. This is a called strike inside. Off speed goes Spakey. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here to Ali Castillo. Middle infielders back, corner infielders in. From the right side. Take strike 2. Gets it off the end of his back, ground ball to the second baseman. They'll make the play at first, and that'll do it. Reading Strands, the base is loaded here in the 5th. They're still up by 1. We'll see who comes out to pitch the bottom half in just a moment here at Hadlock Field.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelletin can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelletin for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelletin is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Now pitching for Reading, number 38, Matt Seelinger.
Matt Seelinger comes into the game to pitch for the Reading Fightin' Phils here for the bottom of the 5th. Reading scored 1 run in the top half as Vito Frisha walked in Aldrum Corridor. So the Fightins lead the Sea Dogs 5-3. Mike Adams had a heck of an outing today. 2 innings of work, just 1 hit on the board, and so we'll hand over the ball to Seelinger, who will see Gramberg, Castellanos, and Cottom. Sends a first pitch strike to start off the frame. Seelinger has been pretty stellar in relief for the Fightin' Phils this season. Saw him On Tuesday night, 2 innings of work, just 1 hit, 3 strikeouts on 23 pitches. And has seen this ballpark before, playing with Richmond last season. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count here to Devlin Gramberg. He's going to get a fresh ball. That one touched the dirt. We can't use that. The righty ground ball bounces foul up the third baseline. Whew, 2-2. Reading playing as Los Luchadores tonight, changing it up from the road gray jerseys they've been wearing the past 3 games. Nice to see something different out there. Looks like it's bringing them a bit of good luck as Sealander strikes out Granberg looking. And there is 1. Here's Pedro Castellanos. 1 for 2 today, also an RBI. Castellanos batting just 138 here. First pitch down and away is a ball 1. Checking in on the Iron Pigs here. They still lead 1-0. They're in the top of the 5th out in Syracuse against the AAA Mets. Swing and a miss from Castellanos. 1-1. Sixers playing the Miami Heat tonight. They are on top 21-17 at the end of the first quarter. A lot of rainouts tonight in the Northeast. Looks like a really nice week when we come back to Reading. Castellanos gets a piece of it, fouling it back. 1-2. I think it's going to be like 70 degrees all next week, which is awesome for Baseball Town. Hope to have you all with us there. And if you can, hope you'll join me on the air like you're doing now. Thanks for everyone tuning in, whether you're listening Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Stream Guys, whatever it is. Ground ball left side. This is going to get in the hole. Trickles all the way to left field, and Castellanos the base knock with 1 out here for Cole Cottom. I'm looking at Portland's This Day in History because Emma Tiedemann puts that in their game notes. There's a first pitch strike to Cole Cottom. May 16th, 2017, Rafael Devers hits a grand slam. 5-0 win over the Fightin Phils. Brock Holt was here, 1 for 3 in a rehab. Nice. I'm happy he's not here right now. Sealander's got Cottom here, 0-2. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that is out number 2 here. Big out for Sealander with a runner on. That'll bring up Brendan Howlett. Popped up in the infield. Akami camping under it by first. He'll make the catch, and Sealander strands a runner on. Reading keeps their 5-3 lead, and they'll be right back up to bat. Top of the 6th, here we come at Hadlock Field.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
That's right. Thanks all day. Thank you so much, T-Bank. Portland International Jetport. Smaller crowd, shorter lines, nearby parking, and daily non-stop to places you want to go. Providing a convenient and safe getaway while reflecting the essence of the main experience. Think Portland International Jetport when you're looking to fly. 6th inning is sponsored by Casco Bay Electric. Leading off the Reading.
Reading comes into the top of the 6th, leading 5-3 over the Portland Sea Dogs. It'll be Ortiz, Ohapi, and Corridor, the heart of their order here, as they try to add on a couple more insurance runs. First pitch, ball outside to Ortiz. New pitcher for the Sea Dogs, Dylan Spakey, hands the ball to Jake Thompson here, who sends another ball into Ortiz. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, sends this one foul into the stands. I think it's going to come on the roof, and the count 2-1. Great night here at the ballpark. Good crowd, good energy. Team's feeling good. We got a lead. Man, this is life. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ortiz here. Thompson comes home and he gets the outside corner. Ortiz with a bat on the shoulder, turns around and walks back into the dugout with out number 1. And here's Logan Ohapi. What a cotton candy sky out in front of us. I'm going to post a picture on the Twitter now if you have the opportunity to go check it out in a few minutes. See what it looks like. I think it's a good panoramic shot. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to Ohapi. He's 0 for 3 today, and I can tell he is very frustrated about it. They took 3 pictures, and they all look different. Ohapi sends this one into shallow left. Backing up is Sogard. He'll make the catch. Pop out to the shortstop. There's 2 for Aldrum Corridor. Corridor takes a pitch inside. 1 for 2 with a walk, an RBI, a run scored. He's pretty much been all over the place today. Ground ball right side, ranging over the first baseman. The second baseman makes the play over to the covering pitcher, and a 1-2-3 for Jake Thompson. As we go into the bottom of the sixth, I imagine Seelinger back out for another inning of work. We'll be right back. The Fightins lead 5-3.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Seelinger out here for another inning of work, bottom 6. He'll see Tyreek Reed, Hudson Potts, and Marrero, the 7 through 9 batters, and sends a first pitch strike in. Reading sat down in order in the top half by Jake Thompson. And I think they're itching to get back up. They lead 5-3 over the Sea Dogs here. Beautiful cotton candy sky. The picture I just posted on the Twitter does not do it justice. A lot of it is beyond the ballpark to the left. Couldn't get a good angle on it. 1-1, fouled back by Reed, 1-2. Seelinger allowed just a hit in his last frame. Stranded the runner on, though. 2 strikeouts already here. Leans over, gets the sign from Mohop. Checks his swing. And he goes around. Tyreek Reed, another strikeout victim of Seelinger. There's out number 1, bottom 6. Here's Hudson Potts now. He's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a double play. First pitch strike, second pitch is a strike. Logan O'Hoppe does a great job of framing that pitch. Easing it through the strike zone. Seelinger stands tall, steps back with his left leg, big kick and fire. This one is too high for O'Hoppe to do anything with it. And Potts chases a 91-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs for strike 3. Looks like he wants to smash his bat. He holds back. Back-to-back Ks by Seelinger puts 2 outs here, bottom 6. For the number 9 hitter, Eli Marrero, who's 1 for 2 today. I don't know what just happened there as Matt Seelinger asked to get a new ball. Third base umpire ran over. Made him toss it away. They get him a new one. We'll get ready to resume here. Seelinger on the first base side of the rubber, kicks and fires home. In for a first pitch strike. There's strike 2. Seelinger making quick work. And there's a called strike 3. Seelinger strikes out the side here in the 6th, making quick work. And now we'll head into the top of the 7th. The Fightin' Phils lead 5-3.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Moving on to starting, we have Fightin' with Chuck Doors Furniture at the main mall. Leading off on 35, Josh Offenly.
Josh Ockamy to lead us off here, top of the 7th at Hadlock Field. Your Fightin' Phils lead 5-3. They have 8 hits to Portland's 7. And Matt Seelinger dominant. Struck out the side to put his team right back up to bat. Jake Thompson out for another inning of work. Sends a ball and a strike here to Ockamy, who's 2 for 3 today. Here's the 2-1 to Ock. Upstairs, 3-1. Three balls, 2 strikes. Count has gone back and forth here. Thompson on the third base side of the rubber, the payoff pitch. There's a foul ball back. Ockamy stays alive. And there is ball 4 to Josh, an Eastern League high 24 walks for Occamy as he heads down to first. Reading will start this inning with a runner on, and nobody out here for Jack Conley. First pitch ball here to Conley, also a very patient hitter. Good crowd still here at the ballpark, making quite a bit of noise in a very close contest here. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is a strike at the bottom of the zone. Shuffling off first is Occamy. Does have a stolen base on the season. Conley chases for strike 3, down and away. Slider just slid a little too far. And there's out number 1 here for Jonathan Guzman. First pitch a strike to Guzman, who's been on 3 times today. Single, double, walk. Sends this one into the stands. Strike 2. Iron Pigs up 3-0 off the AAA Mets. Couple of singles to score runs. All 3 different innings, which is impressive. Runner going. Occamy is tagged out. He's safe. He slides in on the outfield side of the bag, and he gets in under the tag. Amazing from Occamy to get himself into scoring position here with the 1-2 count to Guzman. Shuffles off of second. Thompson gives him a look. Now will come home. Down and away. The count 2-2. And Guzman strikes out, swinging back-to-back Ks by Thompson here, puts 2 outs on the board. Reading does have a runner in scoring position, and it'll be the youngster, Frelin Mignetti. A little background on Mignetti. Obviously started the season in Clearwater. Played second, third, and left already, so kind of a utility guy. Last year played 28 games. He'll poke this into right, although exactly where Howlett is standing, and that will end the inning. Reading strands a runner in scoring position. 7th inning stretch here at the ballpark. We'll take a quick break before the bottom half. Your Fightin's up 5-3.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
They also offer free statewide delivery from 21 locations throughout Maine. Stop by to see them at call toll-free 1-866-HAMMOND. So the venue is sponsored by Jordan's Furniture and Fans. If you see that player hits the Jordan Furniture outfit signed during any home game, one lucky fan will win a family 4-pack of tickets to the IT Rope Stores at Jordan's Furniture at the main mall. This pitching change brought to you by the Royal River Heat Pump, specializing in the comfort and efficiency of your home or business. Pitching for Reading, number 48, Francisco Morales. The first bat is brought to you by Plumbers 911, Nick Sogard.
A pitching change for the Fightin' Phils as they call upon Francisco Morales here for the bottom of the 7th. Reading up 5-3. Morales sees Nick Sogard. Back-to-back balls here. The top of the order for the Sea Dogs, Sogard, Cannon, and Granberg. Seelinger, a very dominant outing. Just 1 hit and 5 strikeouts. That's a season high. Swing and a miss there for Sogard. Back foot slider by Morales for strike 1. We saw Morales on Tuesday. Struggled in the bottom of the 9th. Ended up blowing the save. Reading went into extras and lost that game. Can't be perfect every time. A ground ball back to the pitcher. He'll toss it over to first. And there is out number 1. Nobody's perfect every time. That's how you combat after that. If he's going to put it behind him and have a good outing here today. He's already got 1 here for Cameron Cannon. This gets in the hole on the right side of the infield. Cannon with a single. Jogs down to first. There's 1 on and 1 out for Devlin Granberg. First pitch strike here for Morales. He is ready to work, waiting for Granberg to step in here. Glove at the chest. Mo pumps his left leg, comes down just a little bit. Pause, kicks and fires. A 96-mile-an-hour fastball bumped back for strike 2. Morales takes a deep breath. Here's the 0-2. A strike 3 on the inside corner. And there's out number 2. Cannon stays on first. And here's Castellanos, who's been busy today. 2 for 3. There's a strike. Mo working here, going from 96 with his fastball, and then he keeps the slider high 80s as well. Does have a change he uses sparingly. But when you've got 2+ pitches like that, you go with what works as he gets strike number 2 here to Castellanos. Runner going. The throw down, the slide, it's bumped out of Mignetti's glove by Cannon, a stolen base as a ball comes into Castellanos. Morales just looking for out number 3 at the plate. Good throw by Hop, actually in the right part of second, in the corner on the right side, right where the runner's sliding in. This is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs on the board, bottom of the 7th. Reading leads by 2. Morales has got the ball in his right hand. He's got his glove up at his chest. Now he'll come set, finding his grip. He pumps his left foot 3 times, lowers his glove to about the letters, and gets a slider that strikes out Castellanos. Hoppy's going to have to throw it down to first. He does, and back-to-back Ks ends the inning. Reading up to bat here at the top of the 8th, 5-3. We'll be right back in just a second.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Top of the 8th inning here at Hadlock Field. Reading leading 5 runs on 8 hits. Sea Dogs 3 runs on 8 hits. The Fightin' Phils will be back at the top of the order with Freesia, Castillo, and Ortiz. And a pitching change here for Portland as Jake Wallace steps in for Jake Thompson. Jake to Jake for the top of the 8th. First pitch strike at the letters. Freesia has walked twice. Also had a base hit in the first. Reading has scored 3 of their 5 runs today on walks with the bases loaded. Freesia checks his swing, but he does not go around. 1-1. At the half, the Sixers up 41-34. Looking for their first win of the series. Lehigh Valley now leads 5-0 as Freesia takes a ball outside. Wallace, the righty, has his left leg out now as he kicks and fires home beneath the strike zone again. Ball 3. Well, I was talking earlier about how Akami leads the league in walks. Man, is Freesia giving him a run for his money. And there's ball 4. He's walked 3 times in this game as he gets The Fightin's a leadoff runner in the 8th, and I mean, that's what the leadoff guy is supposed to do. Get on base any way you can, and he does just that as Ali Castillo comes up. This is Wallace's first season in Double-A after spending the year with High A Greenville. Had a 2.70 ERA as Castillo chases strike one. Typically 1 inning of work here for Wallace. He's been kind of back and forth. Castillo ground ball right side. The flip of the glove from Cannon, and it goes into left field. And what could have been a double play, because he tried to backhand throw, is probably going to go in as an error. That allowed the runner to reach. Freesia safe at second. It does go in as E4. And here is Jalen Ortiz now with 2 on and nobody out. Puts Reading in a good spot for some insurance runs as we get into the back half of this ball game. Wallace completely leans over, right hand hanging down. Now he comes set, ball in the glove at the chest from the stretch, and down and away, Ortiz a swinging strike. There's a pitch outside. This time Ortiz holds off, and it's 1-1 the count. Baseball under the lights, Friday night lights here at Hadlock Field. It's completely dark now, 8:25 in Portland, Maine. Just about 2.5 hours into this ball game. Here's the 1-1 down and away. Ball 2. Freesia on second, Castillo on first. And there's a called strike at the knees to Ortiz. He turns around, looks at his manager, Sean Williams, gets the sign, and now steps back in the righty batter's box. We have not seen a home run today, and I want one from the Fightin' Phils only, please. Should make that clear. Wallace kicks and fire, bounces in front of the plate. Marrero does a good job of keeping it in front of him. And the count is now full. Wallace played for the University of Connecticut for 3 seasons before being selected by the Red Sox in 2020. There's ball 4 below the knees to Ortiz, and that will load the bases for the Fightin' Phils. For the 3rd time today, Freesia on third, Castillo on second. Obviously, Ortiz out on first. That'll prompt a visit from the pitching coach, Lance Carter. So Reading has had the bases loaded 3 times today. They've scored 5 runs on 8 hits and 1 Sea Dog error. They've left 10 on base so far, and they don't want to make it 13 here. The highest they've left on base in a game so far this season was 16. And that was in a 9-inning contest back at New Hampshire. So hoping they can get some more insurance runs here. They lead by just 2. That's a save situation. Too close for comfort, I think, as Logan O'Hoppe comes up with the bases loaded and nobody out. Even something in the outfield just to put 1 more on the board would be good, but you know O'Hoppe. He wants it. Steps in the righty batter's box, glove above his, or bat above his right shoulder. Takes the first pitch, strike 96. Wallace is reached. Freesia walked. Castillo reached on an error. Ortiz walked, so everybody got a free pass on the bag. We'll see what they can do with it. Hoppe sends this foul on the roof. Hear a bounce above me. There's strike 2. Here's the 0-2 to Logan, just below the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Freesia ready to come home on third. You know Sean, he's about halfway down the third baseline, crouched down, facing left field. Here's the 1-2, checks his swing outside, and I think he goes around. Strike 3. That down and away pitch threw him for a loop. And there's out number 1. Here's Aldrum Corridor now, with the bases loaded and 1 away. Lefty takes the first pitch, strike 95 off of Wallace with his fastball. Wallace, a Massachusetts native, so not too far away from here. Corridor rips this one foul, and he's down 0-2. Reading down 0-3 in this series, looking for their first win against the Sea Dogs this season. Four and 5 on this road trip, so trying to split the deal as Corridor takes a pitch inside 1-2. 2 weeks on the road is quite a long time to be away and living out of a hotel. I mean, we're very lucky, we're very blessed to have such nice hotels in New Hampshire and here, and a great bus driver, Klein Transportation. Eric has been with us the entire time. But still a long way to be settled as Wallace with the 1-2 blazes it by Corridor, and suddenly there are 2 outs on the board. Reading, with the bases loaded and nobody out, has got to get at least 1 across here, and Josh Akami will come up to do just that. Freesia still out on third, Castillo on second, Ortiz over at first. Righty-lefty matchup. Ortiz hitting well. 2 for 3, also a walk. Takes a first pitch strike. Wallace goes changeup after these high-velocity fastballs. Here's the 0-1. Inside. 1-1. Akami, an open stance, takes the pitch inside for a called strike. 1-2. 2 outs on the board. Reading is up by just 2 here. Can they make it more? They're pretty good with 2 outs. They are not bad with 2 outs. And runners in scoring position here as well. Akami rips this up the first baseline, but right into the glove of Reed. With the bases loaded and nobody out, Reading cannot eke out a run here in the top of the 8th. So, we go to the bottom half. Reading leads by 2. I think Morales will get another inning of work here, so we'll be right back, bottom 8 in just a second.
K-Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family-owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K-Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Here's Francisco Morales for another inning of work. Allowed just one hit in the 7th and left him on. Speaking of left them on, Reading had the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the 8th. They couldn't score a run. They've left 13 on base today, 2 for 17 with runners in scoring position, but they lead 5-3. So they are on top here, looking to ride that to the end of the game. I imagine we see Morales for this and Marconi for the 9th. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cole Cottom. It's Cottom, Howlett, and Reed here for Morales. Swing and a miss there, strike 2. Both teams have 8 hits today. Reading has not had a game where they and the opponent have the same amount of hits. Sure, that's rare. One ball, 2 strikes. Right down the middle for strike 3. And there is out number 1 here in the 8th. Here's Brandon Howlett. There's a first pitch strike. Morales still getting into the high 90s, 95 there on the radar gun. Let's just check out the Iron Pigs here. They're still up 5-0 against the Syracuse Mets. Checks his swing. He goes around, strike 2. Third quarter has started for the Sixers, up 45-34. Morales always 3 pumps with that left foot. Then he brings his glove down to his letters. And a big slider home for strike 2. Howlett kind of keeps his bat out in front of him, not back on his shoulders like most people, as he takes a swinging strike 3 on a back foot slider by Morales. Back-to-back Ks for 2 outs here in the 8th. Actually, 4 strikeouts in a row for Morales if we track back to the 7th. And here is Tyreek Reed now with 2 away. Tomorrow and Sunday here, our final 2 games of this road trip will be at 1 o'clock. So tomorrow, Saturday, a 1 o'clock game, along with Sunday, the matinee weekend here in Portland. I am very looking forward to having that during the day. I think the players are as well. And what's interesting is when we return home, we have the morning game at 11 a.m. So 3 straight day games for the Fightin' Phils here. The 0-1 misses down and away, 1-1. Pitch is outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Morales wants to get him to chase that down and away slider. He will not. Yet. Reed, a tough day, 2 strikeouts and grounded into a double play. This one grazes the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Reading leads by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. And here's the pitch. Back, Morales tries to get it with his glove. Somehow it gets all the way to the Sea Dogs dugout. I've never seen anything like that before. He tries to get it with his glove as it goes back to the pitcher, and he knocks it so far away. That's going to have to go in as a single. That's deflected off the pitcher. That stinks. Not the way you want that to happen, but there's nothing he could do about it. I think it would have gone to the outfield if he didn't get a hand on it. So he'll work with the runner on first here and 2 outs. Here's Hudson Potts. This is fouled back behind the stadium for strike 1. There's a pitch in the dirt, which he chases, strike 2. Runner on first, 2 outs here, bottom 8. Morales looks back at Reed. The righty then sets up. Here's the 0-2, just a little bit high. Pitch number 29 coming in from Mo here. He takes a big, deep breath. Swing and a miss at a Potts. Blazes 89 by him, and that will do it. He strikes out the side, stranding a runner on. As we go into the top of the 9th, just 3 outs left on either side here. Reading leads 5-3 and looks to keep that lead. Maybe gain a little bit.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner in Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils in all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Top of the 9th here at Hadlock Field. Reading leads Portland 5-3 as Jack Conley will start us off. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in Conley, Guzman, and Mignetti. The first pitch inside. Ball 1. Reading a big opportunity here, looking for their first win of the series. This pitch is a strike on the outside corner. I can only imagine they'll bring in Brian Marconi, the closer, to try to get them through the bottom half here, but see if they can give them a little bit more run support, up by just 2. As Conley takes the ball outside. Two and 1 the count. Infield, outfield, back deep. Jack pokes this into right field. Charging is Hadlock. He dives for it and makes the play, robbing Jack of a base hit. That's a top 10 play over there. And here is Jonathan Guzman. Guzman 2 for 3 with a walk as well today. He takes the first pitch strike. This is still Jacob Wallace out on the mound. He had the bases loaded in the 8th with nobody out. He got 3 straight outs to retire the Fightins. But he's up to 30 pitches here as Guzman takes strike 2. And there's a swinging strike 3. 2 quick outs here for Wallace as Mignetti comes up looking for his first Double-A hit. Walked, struck out twice, and flew out to right. This is just his first game in Double-A. He'll step in the righty batter's box to face Wallace. He takes the first pitch strike outside. Infield back deep. Good frame by Marrero behind the plate, but he doesn't get the call. 1-1. In the bottom half, the home team Portland will have 3 outs to work with. Chase is a pitch that moves down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs on the board. Top 9 here at Hadlock Field. One of the longer games we've seen recently. Mignetti holds off on a ball. The count evens 2-2. There's ball 3, and the count is full to the rookie before we go back to the top of the order. Vito Freisha on deck. Time is called. Mignetti steps out. He looks down to Sean Williams for some wisdom. Here's the payoff pitch. In at the knees, a called strike 3. And 3 up, 3 down for Wallace. He puts his team up to bat bottom 9. Just 3 outs here, the Fightins trying to get the job done. They lead 5-3 as Brian Marcone comes in to shut them down.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Well, Brian Marconi comes out for the Fightin' Phils in a save situation in the bottom of the 9th inning. Reading leads Portland 5-3. And Marconi's going to see the number 9 hitter in Marrero before going back to the top of the order with Sogard and Cameron Cannon. Marconi 2 for 2 in saves on the season. Hasn't seen a lot of opportunities. Marrero tries to bunt to get on. Takes a first pitch ball. Marconi has only had one appearance this year in which he allowed runs, so 6 of 7 in scoreless appearances. Unfortunately, that last outing where he allowed runs was the Sunday game in New Hampshire. Went in with a 10-5 lead in the 9th, gave up 4 runs, but kept the win for the Fightins, and he'll look to do the same here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Crowd very energetic right in front of me. Bunch of kids in the stadium. A sold-out crowd here at Hadlock Field. Big swing and a miss as Marconi gets up to 91. And I want to say that is 7,368 for the Portland Sea Dogs, a sold-out crowd. So big congratulations here at Hadlock Field. Marrero sends this one foul and keeps a 2-2 count. Marconi misses outside, a full count. Certainly very good under pressure. That is when he thrives. And this is a pressure situation. Here's the payoff pitch. Foul down the right field line. Too far gone. The lefty, the payoff pitch once more. There's a called strike 3. Marrero caught looking. And out number 1 as we go back to the top of the order here for Sogard. Francisco Morales, exceptional in relief. 2 innings of work, just 2 hits, 5 strikeouts. The bullpen, with the exception of Tyler Carr, has been lights out, just allowing 3 hits in the past 6 innings. There's a first pitch ball to Sogard, 1 for 4 today. Marconi, such a big kick with his right leg. He takes it behind him, to be honest, as he cuts through the strike zone with this pitch, 1-1. And he actually uses it as momentum to whip his body around and stretch towards home. (6-3) up on the mound. Miss inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. This is taken out to center field. Ortiz on the run. It's going to bounce in front of him. And the Sea Dogs have a runner on, and the tying run steps up to the plate here with Cameron Cannon. Now, Marconi does induce ground balls, so quite a possibility that he'll use 1 pitch to get out of this inning. But making it very exciting for us with Cameron Cannon, the tying run at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 9th, Reading already blew a save on Tuesday night. That was Morales when they had a lead going into the bottom half. Certainly don't want to see that happen here again. This is going to go into right field. The catch is made by Jack Conley. Tries to tie up the runner on first. Diving back in is Sogard, and that is a huge out number 2 and a heads-up play by Conley to take those 2 steps in quickly. And just 1 more out here for Brian Marconi, although Gramberg, of course, also represents the tying run at the plate. Sogard out on first, 2 outs here, bottom of the 9th. Your Fightin' Phils lead 5-3. Marconi's first offering in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Gramberg, 1 for 3 today with a triple, was also hit by a pitch in the third. Big leg kick for Brian, and he grazes the bottom part of the strike zone, bringing it up to 92 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Sogard has had 2 stolen bases here. I don't think he'll risk trying to take second. This is sent out to right. It's going to be foul. Jack will come over, but he'll run out of room. And it works for strike 2. Reading looking for their first win of this series. Leading 5-3, bottom 9. They've got the closer in. Marconi sets up at the waist. 1 runner on. Here's the 1-2. Just below the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. Mignetti gobbles it up onto first, and Reading takes home the win tonight. 5-3 over the Portland Sea Dogs. Brian Marconi, 3 saves on the season. A job well done by Reading as they pick up a 5-3 victory on Friday night, a beautiful night at the park. Tomorrow's game, 1 p.m. I hope you'll join me on the airwaves here from Portland, Maine. 1 p.m. tomorrow as the Fightin' Phils pick up a big 5-3 win. Thanks again.